Today's gonna be a fun one because we will be looking at every single celebrity's first video. Because celebrities weren't always celebrities. In fact, a lot of them started off in very different mediums. Like Timothée Chalamet, who started off with a YouTube channel called Modded Controller 360, in which he did Xbox controller reviews. So here's his first video ever posted.
What's good, YouTube? This is Modded Controller 360.
Such a puberty
Here's
voice.
Red Tiger.
Nice.
It looks nice. It looks sexy.
It does. It's a clean one.
And again, I have you for $10 plus shipping and handling in the new controller.
So is he selling these controllers? Wait, I'm kind of confused now. So $10 plus shipping and handling? That's actually not a bad deal for a modded Xbox controller. I like to think there's an alternate universe where Timothée Chalamet could have been like a massive YouTuber in the gaming space. Feels like he's a pretty normal dude. He's also never been in a bad movie, like Interstellar, Wonka, Dune, Lady Bird. He like literally doesn't miss. And speaking of Dune, Timothée Chalamet's co-star Zendaya also started on YouTube. She had a video posted 13 years ago called Welcome to My YouTube Channel, my first video, smiley face. And it's still up on her channel, which I like.
I just wanted to let everyone know that this is my official YouTube channel.
That's so positive.
I'm about to go have dinner, so it smells really good, so I gotta go. Bye, guys.
Wow, what a wholesome video. I feel like anybody that starts on YouTube generally comes from like humble beginnings and they're just trying to make it, so that's why they put out a YouTube video to begin with. So I'm glad she found her success. Now she has a pretty successful YouTube channel, I guess. And just as a follow-up, this is Zendaya's first video not on YouTube. iCarly Gadgets and Figures commercials. There she is. She wasn't on iCarly, right? What show was she on? I feel like she was on a Disney show. She low-key looks younger here than she did in the YouTube video. All right, I don't know who's buying that, but there's Zendaya. Next up is arguably the most popular YouTuber ever, and it's Justin Bieber, because he actually started on YouTube. So his first appearance ever on camera, barring like home family videos, was Justin singing So Sick by Neo 16 years ago. This was posted. All right, so we got potato quality, expected. So how old was he? 16 years ago? So I think he was like 12. I think he's okay. You know, maybe with like a little training, he could be like somewhat of a pop star. You know, nothing too big. All right, so we saw Justin Bieber's first YouTube video, but now we're gonna see his first time ever on television, and it is on 100 Huntley Street. Maybe it's like some Canadian talk show. And I think that's his mom, so let's check it out.
Come on over here. He's a good-looking 14-year-old young man. Have a seat right next to your mom.
14.
He was being courted by the different
Courted feels like a weird word.
I don't know if you know if Justin Timberlake and Usher were actually fighting over who could sign him. And
I like how she's like, yeah, I don't know if you've heard of these names, then proceeds to drop like the two biggest names in music at the time, Justin Timberlake and Usher. And speaking of Justin Bieber, we have his old ex-girlfriend and star of Wizard of Waverly Place, and I think the most subscribed person on Instagram, could be wrong about that, but that is Selena Gomez, who had a video posted 15 years ago called Me and Kevin, and this is her first appearance on camera outside of Barney, which we'll be looking at next.
Julia, ¿qué hiciste? Bueno, pues maté a María.
Okay, I guess she speaks Spanish.
No, que no.
All right, somebody who speaks Spanish, can you please translate that for me? Because that went in one ear and out the other. You know, it's a decent skit, I can't lie. All right, but here she is on Barney. All right, so there's Selena. Barney always used to creep me out. But like, what do the kids think? Because these kids are young enough to think that Barney's real. So do they think there's like an actual pink dinosaur in front of them? Or do they get that it's a guy in a suit? Another thing I don't get is how child stars become child stars. Like, how do you get into acting when you're like 7 years old? It must be like your parents' dream. Because there's no way a kid that's like 6 years old is like, I want to be an actor. They don't even know what that is. They think everything's real life. All right, so now we have LeBron James, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, he's got like a ton of footage of him playing basketball. True, but he didn't have an official TV interview until he was 15 or 16 years old, when he was a sophomore or junior at St. William St. Mary, I believe, the high school that he went to. But here we go. Let's see what he has to say and what he looks like.
I don't want nobody to pass me.
Oh my gosh, look at that fro.
And I wanted to keep it that way for the next 2 years.
That hair is
insane. It was
insane.
also during that camp that stories began to surface about James hoping to become the first to leave high school early and turn pro.
Was LeBron really the first to go to the NBA straight out of high school? I feel like there had to have been somebody else. I know that like Andrew Bynum and a couple other NBA players did it. I did not realize he was the first. All right, so it was Reggie Harding in 1962. Okay, so why did they just lie to me? All right, we're going back to 1994 now, and we have Ryan Reynolds' first appearance ever on camera. He was a child actor, and this is a Push Pop commercial. Let's see if we can spot him. That's definitely not him. Oh, that could be him.
You gotta be hip to the pop.
I feel like he has a pretty recognizable face. That's got to be him in the hat. I think that's him in the hat. Yes. Oh, that's definitely him. That looks exactly like him. That's Deadpool right there. Wow, 1994. What a time to be alive. All right, so now we have an actor who I didn't realize was a child actor, but that's Robert Downey Jr. This was his first role when he was 5, and it was part of his father's film called Pound. This was 1970, and he had a line in the movie too.
Next morning we go upstairs.
So that's him.
There's no more furniture. The roof's gone. And so's my hair. That tornado scared me so much it made my hair disappear.
Wow, it actually looks exactly like him.
Have any hair on your bowl?
Wow, look at that vulgar statement coming from a 5-year-old. Jeez, like he doesn't seem too pleased with it either. Feels like he was forced to do that. Wow, look at Jay Leno's chin. That is a chin. That is a crimson chin right there. Next up in another commercial, this one from the late 80s. It is Bubble Yum, and this is Leonardo DiCaprio's first appearance ever on camera.
This dude is a hunky.
That's not Leonardo DiCaprio.
This is a chunk
Oh, there he is. Look at him. Okay. Young Leo.
soft bubble yum bubble gum.
I think he was like 8.
Loud thumping tube pumping boombox. You know, the yum is the fun that never blows out.
I feel like he looks the same. He's got the same hair still. He's got the same mannerisms. I guess he was destined to be an actor. Some people are just born to do a certain thing, and he was just born to be an actor. He was just always an actor. His first movie, I believe, was What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and I think he was like a couple years older than what he is in this video. But that's Leo. All right, so now we have Millie Bobby Brown, and her first appearance ever on camera was not from Stranger Things, but actually from Modern Family, which I didn't realize. I watched this entire series. I've never realized that she was in the show. She plays Lizzie.
Hey! That's my bike! We're all making sacrifices. I'm wearing a monokini. Hey, Lizzie! Whoa! Okay, I need to borrow this, okay?
Oh.
I promise to bring it back, all right?
No, that's what you said about my mom's humidifier.
Okay, so that was her. Wait, that's crazy. That's such a minor role, but I guess that's her first time ever. It looks like her face, I guess. A little pixelated there. But yeah, that's definitely her. Now I think she's like 20 years old. I think she's married now, which is wild. This wasn't even that long ago. All right, next up, we were looking at the first video ever of Taylor Swift. So again, she appeared on camera. I'm sure like somebody had a home video of her like playing guitar or something at like a local show. But her first interview and her first TV appearance is this one on Good Morning America.
You first met her in 2004 here on GMA.
Wow. It must be so awkward to ask somebody to sing on camera for you. Like you're just like, all right, hey, we're doing an interview. Can you please sing for me a quick ballad, Taylor Swift? Because at the time she'll do whatever. Now she probably charges like $5 million for that. All right, so next up on the show Star Search is where we first saw Justin Timberlake. And it's Justin Randall Timberlake at the time. I think he was going by his full name, which is a bold move. And it looks like he's versing Anna Nordana. Wow, look at him. Baby Justin right there. He's got good stage presence for an 11-year-old. Didn't realize he was a country singer, too. All right, so did he win?
Nardona gets 4 stars, a perfect score.
Oh, no.
Justin Randall receives 3 1/4 stars.
Ah, he lost. Very honorable loss for Justin Timberlake. And then he went on to be in a Mr. Beast video, which is, I think, the pinnacle of his career. All right, so now we have a YouTuber whose first video was actually a YouTube video, and that was JoJo Siwa, her first dance, and she was only 2 years old. So I think she's gonna be the youngest person on this list. I don't know how a 2-year-old is capable of doing anything. I thought 2-year-olds still crawled, so that's how much I know. There she is. Now she has cereal. I feel like this is her song. The timeline's not aligning. This song is not the song that should be playing right now. All right, I have to say, she's not a very good dancer at 2 years old. I mean, I'm not sure that the bar is super high. I don't know why my expectation should be higher, but JoJo, you should stick to YouTube. I feel like your path was never as a dancer. No, you're getting off stage too. I am impressed that a 2-year-old can jump. I feel like I wasn't jumping till I was like 9. Some misinformation is happening here. I don't know if I'm providing it to you or if it was provided to me, but there's no way she's 2. I refuse to believe that. All right, now we're going to 1983 to see Keanu Reeves' first appearance ever on camera, and it was in a Coca-Cola commercial. Let's see if we could spot him. All right, Coca-Cola. Oh, there he is. All right, young Keanu. Let's see if he wins. Oh, he lost. Why are they rewarding the loser with Coca-Cola? Shouldn't it be a winner's drink? Why are they giving him Coca-Cola? That's for first place. This is the origination of participation trophies right here in 1983, courtesy of Keanu. Now we have Drizzy Drake from Canada, famous musician, actor, entrepreneur, but he was first appeared on the scene from Degrassi, which is an old show that they used to have. It was like about kids in high school doing drugs and stuff, which you shouldn't do if you're watching this. And this is the first intro of season 1, so technically his first appearance on camera. Fun fact, you probably know this, you may not. He was in a wheelchair for half this show. His name is Jimmy, but that was before, this is before the wheelchair. All right, so let's look for Aubrey Graham here. This show is kind of garbage. There he is. There's Drake, Drizzy, Aubrey Graham. What a cast. Where are they now? Okay, that kid goes on to be a school shooter and he shoots him in the leg, and that's why Drake can't walk. I don't recognize any of these names, so I don't think these people went very far, unfortunately. All right, so now we have Jack Black, who plays Bowser in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. He's one of my favorite actors, also plays Po in Kung Fu Panda. His first ever appearance on TV or anything video recording was Pitfall, a commercial for Activision in 1983. So let's see Jack Black when he was a baby. Oh, look at him.
I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, giant scorpions, and man-eating crocodiles.
Oh, so it was for a game. That's what Pitfall is. That game looks terrible, but wait, let's run that back. Wow, he's basically like a smaller version of himself, not just physically, but his like mannerisms and everything. Very cool. All right, so now we have The Rock, who I believe was a co-star of Jack Black in Jumanji. Does that sound right? And his first appearance was on November 17th, 1996 in the WWE. He was a football player in the past, but it wasn't really like focused on him. So for all intents and purposes, this is The Rock's debut on camera.
Tonight that would really make my
there he is.
family proud.
Look at that hair. Oh, it's not bad. The Rock with hair is an interesting fella. Pretty jacked back then. I think those were pre-steroids. That seems like a gas. I feel like The Rock's like 6'1", 6'2". Just pure athleticism. This was before he was a heel. So I think he developed into a heel. I was watching an interview with him and he's like, you know what, let me like lean into this villain role. But he was just kind of like, you know, whatever there. Now I think he's the highest paid actor. He's worth like $800 million. All right, Will Smith in Where the Day Takes You, which I believe is a movie. It is. And this is Will Smith's first appearance ever. Oh, so there he is in the wheelchair right there. Okay. German subtitles, but there he is just zooming by. This is before he was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, before he did any of his movies, became a massive celebrity. Okay, there he is being threatened. Will Smith, a little karma for the Chris Rock thing. So now Will Smith has the second highest views on a video inside of 24 hours on YouTube, which was The Slap. The most public divorce in history with his wife, Jada. And he has the most disliked video on YouTube, which was the 2018 YouTube Rewind, which he was, of course, the headliner of. So he's a very accomplished man now. And then we have his son, Jaden Smith, who you may be familiar with, and this was his first appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres Show.
Taking lessons, though, aren't you?
Actually, yes, I am.
Yeah. Is it hip hop? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, he's very formal.
How long have you been taking lessons?
About 5 days.
5 days.
That was a funny guy.
Great.
Good hair, too. He's definitely raised in an actor household, you could tell. All right, throwing back to Barney now, and we have Demi Lovato's first appearance on camera. So I think Disney might have like the in with Barney, because a lot of Barney actors go on to be Disney actors, so there's some collusion happening there. But let's check out Demi Lovato.
Aren't these the cutest kittens you've ever seen?
Oh, there she is.
They're cute and cuddly.
I think that's her on the right, sitting next to that scary Barney doll. It is. Yeah, that looks exactly like her. I mean, I guess it makes sense because that's her. Got the glasses and everything. Okay. All right, Demi Lovato. There we go. Barney. Okay, Barney YouTube channel. 2.13. Does Barney still, is it like a thing anymore? Okay, so Barney is no longer, okay, Barney's over. But there's a movie coming out. Mattel is making a Barney film with Daniel Kaluuya. He's playing Barney. That's insane. Is it gonna be like an action movie? All right, so this is Miley Cyrus's first appearance on camera. So of course she was on the hit show Hannah Montana, but she wasn't always a Disney star because she was on an episode of Doc. Wow, this is bad quality. This is almost inexcusable. Like, you can't see anything. There's nothing to watch. Okay, so there's Billy Ray Cyrus. All right, let's see his daughter. All right, I believe she's coming now. There she is. Hannah Montana in the flesh right there. I don't know why I'm so surprised that they look like themselves. I feel like they're supposed to evolve, but this just looks like a younger, like a squished Miley Cyrus. I guess that's what people are. I wonder if I look like a squished version of myself when I was younger. And now we have her arch nemesis, which I made that up, might not be true, but we have Ariana Grande, who actually performed for a Broadway musical called 13, and this was 12 years ago. All right, where is she?
I remember
Oh, there she is.
I went for my first audition. Aaron was just coming out of his, and he had been told he got a call back.
The girl from Victorious.
So he came downstairs to meet me, and we went to Dunkin' Donuts and got a chocolate donut.
This kind of came full circle for her because didn't she have that donut incident? So she was talking about how she went to Dunkin' when she was younger, and then she ended up like licking a donut and putting it back, and she got a lot of flack for it. But maybe it's some deep-seated trauma because this guy Aaron didn't go to Dunkin' Donuts with her later on in this. Oh, I think something's brewing, a little conspiracy.
There's the cool kids, there's the preps, and there's the skate punks and the jocks, and then there's me.
All right, enough of that. Her giggle is the same. I'm crying. Are you really crying? Okay, it's Ariana Central, so it's like a fan account, so I actually don't doubt that for a second. Another pop star, we got Britney Spears and her first commercial in 1993 called Malls.
More than 3 generations, Malls has been the secret to great barbecue.
What? What is Malls? Oh, barbecue sauce. All right, let's look for Britney Spears. All right, still no sign of Britney Spears. Oh, is that her? No, it's not her. That's not. Oh, that's not her either. Oh, I think that's her. I think that's Britney Spears right there, unless she was at the beginning and I completely missed her. No, that's definitely her. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at her right there. Not there. Right there. Wow, look at this guy. Before the light was lost from her eyes. All right, Owen, calm down. So next up we have Beyonce, and this was really hard to find for whatever reason, but her first appearance ever on camera, which I didn't think was this late, was 1999, and it was for an artist named Case, his music video for Happily Ever After. So let's look for Beyonce here. Oh, there she is. So this is right before Destiny's Child, which was the band that Beyonce was in with other people. I wonder how Jay-Z feels about this. This is when she was Beyonce Knowles. She went by her full name. All right, she kind of looks the same. So this was what, 24 years ago. Now she's one of the most popular figures in the world. Probably top 20. I don't know, do people in China know who Beyonce is? Or do like random remote villages in Africa know who Beyonce is? I'd say maybe. All right, so now we have Sky Jackson, who played Zuri in the Disney hit show, I think it was a hit, called Jessie. And this was her first appearance for a Band-Aid commercial in 2008. I feel like that kid's name is Owen. It looks like an Owen.
It delivers protection against infection in one simple step.
I'm a fan of Band-Aids. You know, I got cut the other day. I put a Band-Aid with Neosporin on. Wow, I still have a little scar from it. That's not good. But that's Sky Jackson. I've personally never watched any of her stuff. I don't know if she's in anything else outside of the show Jessie, but I think she's pretty popular, so that's her. All right, so this one we have to go back about 50 years or so, and this is for Morgan Freeman's first appearance on camera, which happened later than you'd think, so he wasn't a child actor. Now I think he's like almost 90 years old, so he must have been about 35, 40 years old when this dropped, and this is a Polaroid commercial.
Let's focus right here.
There he is, right there.
Okay.
I'm curious what his backstory is. Whenever there's like actors that get into acting pretty late in their life.
70 land camera.
He kind of looks like Wiz Khalifa. I guess they're just both like tall and skinny.
Before your eyes.
All right, Polaroid. Okay, so that's Morgan Freeman. What do they say? I can't wait till I get one of those fancy cameras. 1975, what a time. I was like not even a thought yet. Oh my gosh, what is that? All right, so speaking of actors that got into acting late, and we have Steve Carell, whose first appearance ever on camera was in the 1990s, and this is him for Brown's Chicken. Cholesterol-free cooking, that's crazy. There he is.
Big news from Brown's Chicken.
I can never take him seriously. Like, I don't know if this is like a gag commercial.
Cholesterol-free. And it tastes just as great as always. We figured a lot of people would like our new, healthier way of cooking, but quite frankly, the response has been better than we'd anticipated.
You know what, I think that's a really good commercial for him. Like, he feels typecasted to do all those like funny sort of unserious roles. But the casting director, I think, saw something in him. You could really imagine this as Michael Scott. Yeah, exactly. This guy should be promoted to regional manager. Yeah, he actually looks very similar. I think he got a hair transplant though, don't quote me on that. All right, this is Jim Carrey's first appearance ever, and it was on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, who was the old Tonight Show host prior to like, I think Jimmy Fallon is it right now. This was in 1983. There he is. Wow, he looks really happy to be there. Wow, look at the eyebrows. Very physical comic. How are you off the rip this like energetic? Wouldn't you be a little bit nervous? Wow, he's been doing an Elvis impression for 2 minutes straight. That's crazy. He's just really good at like moving his body and his facial expressions. Like he was perfectly casted for every movie he's ever been in. Just a really good actor. Now he's Eggman. I wonder if he's gonna come back. I think he said it was his last movie, Sonic 2, but he's a gem of an actor, so hopefully he's not done yet. Speaking of great actors, we have Tom Hanks, and this was his first ever appearance. It was from a horror film, He Knows You're Alone, in 1980. Oh, okay, I think he just tripped her.
I'm too tired to scream from the pain you just caused me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. I stretched out an extra foot to make sure I'd trip you.
Why'd you do
Oh,
that?
so he admitted that he tripped her.
Well, it seemed the best way to meet you.
Okay, so that was a horror film, so I'm guessing he ends up being the killer. All right, so next up we have Heath Ledger, who in 1996 made his first appearance in a chicken treat commercial, and then I guess 10, 12 years later, he was casted as the Joker in Dark Knight, which is a great movie.
They're ready.
There he is.
5 minutes up.
And he is an Aussie. Oh, that does look lovely.
In fact, every chicken will rotate past the barbecuing bar over 115 times
About the barbecue.
before it's cooked just right.
Should have been a mathematician, Harry.
That is a good-looking chicken right there. All right, so now we have Oprah's first appearance ever on television, and it was for the promo of her show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, in 1986.
Oprah's Coming Home, Baltimore, starting September 8th, only on Channel 2.
And that's it. Just short and sweet. Oprah Winfrey, I'm coming home to Baltimore. And she did, in fact. And she gave cars to everybody. All right, so next up we have Eminem, and his first appearance ever on camera was for a music video by Champtown called Do Da Dippity. I feel like I've heard this before. Oh, there he is. The only white guy on screen. It's gotta be him. Oh, that is not him. That's a black guy. Oh, I think that's him. That's Little Eminem, I believe. All right, it makes it very difficult to see, but Eminem is somewhere sprinkled in this video, and it was his first appearance ever. Next up, we have Josh Peck, and his first appearance on camera before the Drake and Josh movie was from a movie called Snow Day. Not him.
Well,
is that the guy from Home Alone? No, it's not. Oh, there he is. He looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. There he is. That's young Josh Peck, rosy cheeks. What is the goal of this scene? Are these people like, are they trying to like kill him? Kind of curious what the outcome is. Oh my gosh, they just leave him there to freeze and they take his truck? What kind of movie is that? All right, other child actors include Dylan and Cole Sprouse, whose first appearance ever on camera was for the movie Big Daddy. Now, interestingly, in this video, they kept switching off between Dylan and Cole. So there is Dylan. I actually went to school with them. And then there's Cole. So a little voodoo magic. So Dylan is, as this comment describes, the hyper one, and then Cole is the calm one. So, I mean, this movie's everything but calm. So most of the time, I'm assuming it's Dylan. But it is a very cute movie. And then I think they were also in Friends and then some other shows up until Sweet Life. All right, sticking with child actors, and we have Cameron Boyce, who passed away a couple of years ago. And his first ever appearance on camera was for the movie Mirrors. And he was also in Grown Ups as well, but this was before that. All right, there he is.
What are you doing? Nothing.
Ooh, scary. I've never watched this movie. Is that Bruce Willis? All right, so Cameron Boyce, first ever appearance on camera. Rest in peace to him, the OG. Very good in all of his other work that I've seen him in. Died too soon. I think he was like 15 years old, so it's very tragic. Now we have Hilary Duff, who before was on Lizzie McGuire in 1999, was in a Subway commercial. So I think Disney discovered her and picked her from this. She was so good in the Subway commercial, she got her own hit show and movie.
The Subway Kids Pack. What's it all about?
It's about having something fun to eat
Oh,
at
there she
Subway.
is.
You get a sandwich, a drink, a cookie, and to top it all off, every kid's pack comes with a...
Wait, when on earth did Subway have sandwiches that looked like that? Subway is a hoagie shop. They've not once have I ever seen a sandwich like that. That must have been discontinued the next year because I was already born at this point and this was not a thing. There's no way.
With every kids pack you buy, you can get 1 of 5 toys.
That's a pretty solid lineup right there. I used to love Blue's Clues. Wonder where those guys are now. All right, now for you Friends fans, Matt LeBlanc, who plays Joey on the hit show Friends, which I've come to like. He was in a Heinz ketchup commercial from 1987. There he is. All right, so he wasn't a child actor. I thought he was for some reason. There he is being all Italian and New Yorky. And let me guess, he's gonna pour the ketchup off the building onto somebody. There it is.
Hot dog, please. How much you don't add or what? No thanks.
I got it covered.
Heinz ketchup. It's so rich, so thick.
So they're flexing the fact that Heinz ketchup takes a while to come out. I didn't think that was a flex. I thought that was like a con, because now they have the squeeze ones that come out real quick. But I guess that, you know, anything that's good is worth waiting for. So Matt LeBlanc, first appearance. Also in a commercial was Channing Tatum. I don't know what most people know Channing Tatum from. Maybe it's like Magic Mike or 21 Jump Street. But his first appearance, Pepsi commercial, and I think this was from the 90s, early 90s. There he is, DJ and everything. I think he was in a movie called She's the Man. That might have been his first movie. Just DJing, doing his thing. Commercial's terrible. I don't know what they're trying to convey to me. I mean, they got Channing Tatum in it, so I guess this was good for him, but this commercial's terrible. All right, next up is Meg Griffin herself, Mila Kunis. They tell you all the information here. This is for Terezas video out of Tucson, Arizona. She was 13. This was in 1996.
I got stuck on Lisa Frank. The stickers were so cool. The colors were awesome.
She got a very, like, Brooklyn accent.
Awesome Lisa Frank stuff.
YouTube Kids.
What more can I say?
I feel like I'm not the target demo for Lisa Frank. All right, now we have Kirsten Dunst, who plays MJ in the old Spider-Man. I don't know what else she's in of value.
I'll give you trouble. A 6.
Is that her? Did we just pass her?
I'll give you trouble.
Oh, that is her. Look at her. There she is. What else is she in? Okay, so she is in Marie Antoinette, Bring It On, Interview with the Vampire, Jumanji. Okay, so she was in some stuff. She kind of looks the same. Once you have your face, like that's it. It's GG's at that point. Your face does not change unless you're getting some work on it. And she lost the game. All right, so next up we have Penn Badgley, who is in this Pokemon trading card game from 1999. Don't know what to expect with this. Is that him? I think that might be him. Wow, look at Pokemon putting out 26-minute ads for them. That's got to be him.
Okay, all right, settle down, parents.
Oh, that's him.
Settle down. It's time to begin.
Oh, so it's like reverse, so he's teaching.
Okay, I'm Jimmy, and I'll be your instructor.
I've been trading Pokemon cards for a long time, and I almost have all of them. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. That's great.
Just a very professional kid. All right, and then lastly, we have David Bowie. This is for the UK folk. So David Bowie passed away sometime maybe like 7 years ago, and his first TV appearance was in 1970 for Space Oddity.
David Bowie.
And there he is. Copyright music, so I won't be able to play the track, but let's see his face. Ah, there it is. All right, well, rest in peace to him. That is every celebrity's first appearance ever on TV or video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here or click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.